Hey everyone, how's everyone doing today? We are back. I'm sorry I had to cut it so short earlier. Family was stopping by. I had to do a couple things with that, and then I had to go drop off a couple people, but we are now back. We have set dedicated time, so we're going to play some more of Ark the Island on our little solo challenge adventure that we are doing. Right now, we're currently breeding some high-tier baryonyxes and raptors. I was able to tame a lot of high-level ones nearby, and now I'm kind of blending them together to make these supercharged versions of these predators. So, doing really well, off to a really great start, and then I'm very excited with how everything's going. So, really appreciate y'all stopping by. If you're enjoying these type of videos, these live streams, like, subscribes, all the sort of buttons. Alright, and let's begin. Alright, so we got the two raptors going along with the baryonyx. These two should be the same, but I don't think those two are, so we're going to see what they end up breeding out. Let's see here. Alright, it's going to leave it at 256 female. 256 female. So we're going to take this female away. And make sure you just organize stuff. We can get more detailed into it later. And then once that one is a mature adult, we'll end up breeding it. 241, 241, 241. And it looks like we have a steady line. And now we're just mostly just breeding for mutations at this point. Alright, and then let's see here. Anything else we gotta do? We gotta wait for those to grow out. We're good on major resources. I think... Oh, we do need to equip our armor. I am a little low on wood, so let's go ahead and grab those. We do have our crops growing, right? Are they already good to go? That's not fully done, so we need 3 more ceilings. I was prepping that before I got distracted. Green. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's get those. We are going to need some like lights going because it is getting a bit dark. And then that should put us 300% yet. Nope, it does not. Hold on, 285%. I think if we put a wall on the side, it would give it 300%, but they're already growing to really high amounts. And we don't want to put a greenhouse on the side because that is a lot weaker than these stone ones, so we don't want it breaking. So 15% isn't going to be a huge ordeal for us. And make sure we're topping off on water before we head out. Food, water, dropping off this one spoiled meat. And then we are a little low on wood, so we are going to take this beaver that we adopted and go stack up on wood. But we got extremely lucky. I mostly just spent most of this playthrough just building all this up. Got really lucky with the max level Carno, and then the Baryonyx and the Raptor. We got extremely lucky with having high stat versions of those nearby. So everything ended up working out for our benefit. So they're going to be really great for those cave runs. And then Raptors, I know they're not better than Baryonyxes, but I just really have fun with them. So being able to utilize those is going to be a blast. But really can't top off the Baryonyx. I am currently fighting with an M&M right now. That's what that sound is right now. Just trying to get this opened up so we can get some sugar sustainment. Alright, Simon, you need to leave. Come on. You gotta go. Let me make sure I shut everything. Okay, everything's shut. Alright, let's go get some wood. Nope, when you log in, just make sure to see what's around. Select all, distance. Oh, there's a max level Dilophosaur, but Dilophosaurs we really do not care about. They're extremely weak. Can't put a saddle. Ooh, there is a max level Dinosaur with a high amount of damage, but we don't have kibble, so it's not going to be maxed out. So we're going to leave that be for now. That's a good note. So we got some good dinos. We got resource dinos like for the beaver for wood. We do need to get Anki for metal, and we do have a Doedicurus for stone. Just not super high level one, but that's okay for now. Just having one period is helpful. But we do need to start getting Gibble set up so we can get higher level dinos. Since we already got the resource ones good, we just need higher level versions of them. Alright. Oh. Took care of that Dilophosaurus. Be careful not to hit the Dimorphodons, because then you have a whole group on you, and that can be frustrating to deal with. Alright, let's check our weight. There we go, got a decent amount of wood for now. It's amazing how quick you go through these resources. But luckily we're playing on 5x, so we don't have to spend so much time harvesting, because then I feel like that takes away from the game if you're spending too much time. And we're simply just gonna unload on the grain for now. Alright, no more cooking. Yeah, keep getting charcoal for our ammo. And cooking all this meat. Okay, then we should have a Doed. Where is our Doed at? There you are. Alright, should have plenty of levels for now. But haven't gotten a saddle. I could have sworn I made one. Let's see real quick. It looks like we have not. Alright, Doed. What are we needing? Fiber and stone. And then some fiber. Okay, so I just need to smack one rock. This one? No, that's built into it. Okay, let's just go hit a river rock real quick, and then we should be able to get the rest. The rest of this area is generally flat, so we can expand a long ways if we choose to. Okay, got the stone. Let's head back. Alright. Alright, now we can adequately start getting the stone. This Doedicurus isn't extremely high level, but it's low enough for us to actually get something in. Alright, let's get to it. Bear with me 1 second. I'm trying to get some of this sustenance down. So we got plenty of wood from the castroids. And we just need a tad bit of stone. Stone is more valuable of a resource. You use it in lots of building, lots of different recipes. And most importantly, you mix it with chitin and keratin to make mass amounts of cementing paste, which cementing paste is kind of like the currency of the game. Because so many things use cementing paste, and in the late game, you are having to need so much. Metal is so much easier, and then cementing paste just takes a little bit longer. Alright, one little run is all we're going to need, and then we can actually start branching out. We're going to start getting vegetables going, and then we should be able to really start adequately getting simple and regular kibble now to get the max levels of their resource dinos. Most of the resource dinos will take regular kibble. They're kind of in that range, and that's mostly what you're going to be getting. Doedicruses also swim extremely fast, so if you're near water, it's very, very convenient on getting a bunch of stone. Okay, so we're a little way down, so let's use the river to get there a little bit quicker. And you can just dump weight. So you can dump weight with Castroids and Doedicruses if you don't have an RG. If you have an Argentavis, you just go straight melee damage, and you pick up the Doedicruses, and they just automatically start smacking rocks. That's kind of how it goes. And also, of course, you can do the roll. See, decent amount of stone. It's going to be useful for a little bit. But stone does go quickly, so it's not going to last as long as we think. And this little 10x10 is doing really well. We don't really need to replace the thatch just yet. Just the outer borders, so we don't have Spinos or Dinosaurs knocking everything down. But we are eventually going to have to expand to have like better breeding areas. But otherwise, this is a really good location. You only really need a 10x10. You don't really need much else. But then when you get into like really late game breeding, you're going to need something a lot bigger. But I don't want to expand too much here, because I think I'm going to pick the same spot as I always do. There's a location over here that's extremely flat, really big, and it's going to be perfect. That way we're close to like the harder areas to get resources. This is just a good location for a bunch of the starter items. Here we have all these baryonyxes growing up. And then we're waiting for the one female to become an adult, correct? Okay, so all the stone should be there. It is. Stone, wood, and then we're just a little low on thatch. If we could get a Megalosaurus, that would be more than enough for us. Pretty good on cementing paste because I was doing farms over at this cave over here. Alright, let's see what else is nearby. Anything interesting we wish to tame. Always trying to improve our raptors and our berries. Okay. Any higher stats? Ooh, that 33 damage is really nice. Do we have anything with higher than 33 damage for Raptor? Ooh, we do not. That's actually really good. Really interested in that, but we're extremely far away. We don't have any... We can check that out later. We're extremely far away. How about this Sarco? Sarco's not terribly far. Decently statted. And this Beazle Buffo is extremely good. Okay, so we're gonna start making kibble now, right? Yeah, and we're already starting to get vegetables going. Planted berries. Let's see, eggs. And then we have raptors. Let's take a look. I think... Let me look at the egg real quick. Let's go to Dododex. Baryonyx. Is he simple? Alright, so he is regular. Alright, so that's going to be our regular source. And then we have raptors for our simple source. Okay, simple. And then let's look at simple kibble. I'm looking on the right side of my screen real quick. Alright, for the Archaeopteryx, Gallimimus, Giant Bee, Ichthyornis, Iguanodons, Megaloceros. Yes, we do need a Megaloceros. Morellatops for Scorched Earth, and the Raptors. So we really want to get a Megaloceros for they're really, really good at getting thatch. Iguanodons maybe. They're more a lot better in Aberration where you don't have flyers. Iguanodons are really good. And then let me see here. Regular kibble. And then regular kibble is just used for so much more. So simple kibble to get a bunch of stuff, and then regular kibble really opens you up. Okay. Let's see here, because we're going to need that for... Can't do it for Thorny Dragons, but Sargos, yes. What else can we get here? Ankylosauruses, we are going to need that, even for higher level Baryonyxes. Ankylosaurus, the big one. Doedicurus as well. Then Castroids are superior one, so that's going to be a little bit harder to get. But that's okay. We mostly need stone as the hard one. Wood's not that hard to get. So we don't really need a max level one for that. So totally okay. Alright, so we got the eggs. Disable autocraft. Alright, kibble. Mejo. I need fiber. Alright, cooked fish meat. Mejo. Raw carrots. I won't have that much since we just started getting into all of that. And then let's look for regular. Cooked meat jerky, long grass salva root. Alright, so that means we really need to start getting all this jerky being produced. So we're going to get flint. And then stone. Move it all over here, and then we're gonna make as much spark powder as possible. And let's go ahead and just spend the rest of our stone on getting the chitin and keratin. We might as well do that. Alright, gonna produce the rest of that. Was there any more we could produce? That'll be it. Alright, so sticking with 4 is a really good idea. I recommend getting all the oil you got. And then we have a bunch of beetles, so they are producing that like crazy. So we'll have roughly 1100 divided by 4. So we're going to split in like stacks of like 300. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. So split in 300. 300. 300. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit weirder. So divide by that. 150. 150. Okay, transfer over, transfer over. Transfer, transfer. And then we want to move the meats elsewhere. Bring these. And divide it by 3 because we need to make sure the jerky keeps on going. So 700. And then that's going to cook over time so we can actually start getting kibble. So split this over. $200. Have it pretty set here. That's gonna naturally craft, and then the rest of it we just put in this bin, and then just throw some more oil over here so they'll have some cooking here as well. So 150, 64. There we go, it's all cooking. So we should be able to have a little bit more jerky throughout the day to start making regular kibble. Alright, and then simple kibble should be ready. Let's provide a fuel source. Let's see here, large storage box. Let's just pull a little bit. We don't need that much. Alright, and then take some time to cook. Sometimes it automatically cooks all of them, but sometimes it takes some time. It's a little inconsistent. Alright, but that's going to give us the kibble we need for the raptors and for mostly for the Megalosaurus. The raptors is like, alright, you're only going to get a couple more levels difference. It's not a huge ordeal. Alright, so do we have gear on us? Let's look for Megalosaurus. Megalosaurus. Alright, there's a 140, not terribly far. Okay, stats. And then we're not making it to snow. That's just too far. It's already dangerous trying to get over here, and hopefully the thing doesn't die. So we have trank arrows, food, supplies, water, some armor, and then we have a Carnotaurus, but we are going to be crossing the swamps to go in the redwoods, which is extremely dangerous, especially with the new acro in play. But we should be generally safe. Let's see here. Okay, Megalosaurus. 150. A level 150 is only going to take 2 kibble, so the rest can cook. We already have 5, so it's not a huge ordeal. It's a little dark. Do we want to risk it? It is a little dark. Do I want to risk going out right now? It's still 0.25. Alright, take out the cementing paste. We got massive amounts of cementing paste now. Yeah, already like 1,700 worth. Debating what's next. We're waiting for that kibble to cook. Let's take a look at our dinos. Alright, this one's almost grown up. And then right now at this point we're just working on mutations for baryonyxes. Alright, give it a second. That raptor should be almost ready. Okay. Is this one done yet? And this one's fully done. 256. 248. $737. 3837. 4039. 48. Because I just need to get another male, so let's go ahead and continue the breeding. Base level 256 from all the stats we got. That is pretty incredible stuff there. I'm really impressed with how that came out. Okay, hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Copied. We're gonna let that breed. And they'll eventually start being an exponential factor here. Do we have any mutations? We have not. So let's start getting these females out then. Those are babies. Fully grown. And this will really help with our regular kibble farm. And then we're going to have some amazing baryonyxes eventually getting mutations. Oop, that one was not ready. Oh, I guess I did not catch it. Let's enable nearby mating. And then we're going to be getting a lot more going. Let's move this baryonyx over here. I'm not sure if it's within range. Yeah, I think they gotta be closer to be able to mate. Okay, there we go. Not a huge fan of the color, but that's okay. The stats are great. Alright, so we should be having a lot getting produced here. Let's grab the rest of the kibble. Alright, so I think we have no choice but to go in at night to go get this Megalosaurus. Otherwise, I think we are risking it getting killed and then us having to go all the way to the snow. We really want to be able to get a thatch maker. So let's head over and get this Megalosaurus. We have all the tools we need. Everything's good to go. Let's head over. No, what hit me? Oh, it's these little guys. They're mostly just new annoyances at this point. Alright, we are gonna have to cut through the swamp. In this case, put them on neutral in case we get kicked off our mount by a capro. Oh, this is horrifying. This is a horrible idea. I can't see a thing. There we go, much better. And there should be a way up over here. Ooh, that's a big boy. Go around. Excuse me, excuse me. Oh, I'm getting stuck on him. Oh, Capro, missed me. Let's get away from that. There we go. Alright, yeah, this was exactly what I was looking for. Alright, let's work our way up, go get this Megalosaurus before something eats it. We got our kibble on us, we got Ebola, and we got plenty of trank arrows. So we are good to go. We are entering the redwoods, so just like the swamps, it is going to be dangerous, especially at night, not being able to adequately see what's approaching us, and there's a lot of dangerous dinosaurs in here. So we gotta be careful. Let's take a minute to recover our stamina. Alright, and kibble, it already has a long spoiler time, so no reason to put it on your dino, because they may just accidentally eat it when they're getting hungry. So, no reason to do all that. That's a level 10. Oh, please, I just got here. Don't be getting eaten by something. Thylo. Get off. Get off. Ah! Okay, well, I gotta kill you now. You're gonna end up eating me off. Megalosaurus, don't run! Alright, almost down. Got it. Alright, where did the Megalosaurus run off to? Ooh, Archie. That's a 115. I can actually tame this. Alright, it's dark here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna light up the car now. Alright, if we can get an RG that decently sized this early, that'd be great. Come on, turn around, come for me. Oh, that hit! That hit! Oh! I wasn't expecting that to hit. Hold on. RG's more important right now. Where did it go? Alright, let's make sure nothing kills it. Go. Alright, we got a bear. Let's just kill this bear real quick. Alright, we do have some prime meat, so that should be enough. Yeah, getting an RG completely changes the game. No, just regular passive, please. The prime meat. Alright, that way we can already track it. Let's switch this up. Megalosaurus. And hopefully that high level one's still nearby. It got eaten, didn't it? I think it got 8. Looks like we're gonna have to go for a level 125 one. We can get an RG out of this. Let's see whether Argentavises are nearby. That's the highest level one. That's okay. Alright, so hopefully this doesn't take too long, because the RG really makes a huge difference of being able to traverse the island. It makes the game extremely easy, like almost trivial. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, mount, tame it overall in the game. What's that? This place is terrifying at night. Alright, it won't take too long. Let's see what else is nearby. Alright, now let's go back to select all. Oh, too much. I do eventually want to get Dinotheriums. I've never got to try them out. It's a high level dire bear. Not the greatest stats, so stamina's okay. What else do we have? And that one's gonna be grown up. Not the great stats either. Health's okay. It's alright, Thyla over there, but we don't have the resources we need to tame it. What about to tame a... Let's go take a look real quick. We're gonna go look at the kibble. Does regular kibble tame The Beezle Buffo. It does. Okay, so we do need regular kibble for the Beezle Buffo. Because even on 5X, just using kibble, it's a lot easier, makes the process faster, and making sure you can cap out those levels. That way you can micro your breeding patterns. Alright, just patiently wait. What's over here? Is that an acro? No, it's a Ceratosaurus. Okay. Problem. Oh, it's a low level one, thank god. Oh, these things scare me though. Oh, the thing scares me. Where did its baby go? There it is. I can claim its baby. Come here, baby. Just so I can have. Ah! What is it? Sabertooth? Yeah, because Ceratosauruses are incredibly hard to tame. So getting one as a baby is your easiest bet on getting it. Okay, let's move over. Okay, let's see what else is there. Really need that Megalosaurus, but I don't want to get away from the RG right now. I kind of want to protect it. So I think our best bet is to go ahead and build some concealment. Alright, we have a few trees here. We can make some really good concealment for this dino. Plenty of wood to go around it. Hey, Space Duck, what's going on, man? Alright, so we're going to make thatch to simply cover the RG. So, most things will break right through the thatch, but that's not our worry. We simply just want to make sure this thing is concealed. Okay, so let me show you. Alright, let's get a little bit lower here then. I don't think most things can hit him, but just to be safe rather than sorry. Build the foundations. If he clips in, that's totally okay. And then you're going to take these walls. And it provides concealment from wandering dinos. Like, it's not a 100% thing, but it's better than nothing. And then you simply just take out all the foundations at the bottom when you are done. Alright, so let's come out. What was that noise? Can't tell if someone's banging something or what the deal is. Okay, so we're gonna leave the RG there. Couldn't tell if it was gunshots or not outside. Should be fine. Head's kind of sticking out, but I think it's gonna be okay. We need to go get this Megalosaurus before it gets killed. Alright, let's unselect everything else. All I care about is the Megalosaurus. There's nothing higher. I'll gladly take a 125 for now, just so we have something in our bin to get thatch. And 125 is a decently leveled one, so nothing really to complain about. And we have simple kibble, so we're going to be in and out in no time. There is a lot of predators here, so we do need to hurry. Alright, 300 meters, we're almost there. Alright, there's no other spawning, so we need to hurry and get there before something eats it. I see a Gigantoraptor nearby. We're almost there. We're good on stamina. Alright, come on, get there, get there. Oh, why is it running? What's chasing it? What's chasing it? Please, no. Terror birds. There you go. Alright, so I got a terror bird chasing it. No, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. Is it good? It's good? We're all good? Let's chase it. I got its attention. Oh, I'm about to be hit with a Microraptor. No, get away, get away. Ugh! Help me! Help me guard him! Okay. Distraction's over. Let's remove this skin. It now. Alright, Carno. No, I don't want to hit the bird. Sorry, not the... I don't want to hit the Megalosaurus. Okay, should be good now. Crap. There's too much stuff in the woods! No, please no. Come on. No! Damn shooting off me. Okay, looks like the RG got tamed, but we lost the Megalosaurus. It is what it is. R.I.P. Okay, what stats does this raptor have? Nothing significant for us. Surprised I haven't seen like a high level acro yet. Alright, let's head back to the RG. We at least got the RG, so that's worth something. Disappointed we didn't get the Megalosaurus, but let's see if we have enough chitin to make an RG saddle. We just need a tad bit more, so let's find like a Dodicarus murder. Look around, search Doeds. They'll give you a lot of keratin. Alright, let's go. Which one's closer? Let's go with that one real quick. We just need a little bit of keratin so we can get the RG saddle, so we can start using the RG to fly now. And I always recommend breeding the RGs too. I think that's going to open us up to superior kibble. Because is going to trigger into a ball. Okay, let's hit these guys. You just gotta keep hitting, even though he's taking the reduced damage. Okay, one more. Is it one more we're gonna need? Argentavis. Alright, I just need 3 more keratin. Yes. Hey, Mech Gut. Ugh! Oh, these damn Microraptors. Oh, jeez. I can't do anything. I don't even know what they took. Come here. That's the principle that... Really? Micro again? Is Microraptor's gonna hit me again? Go, 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 go. What do you want? Give me that shit back. I don't need it, but it's the principle of the matter. Okay, let's get this guy off. This will be the last one. You should be able to get the Argy saddle. We could get the Argy saddle and go get Megalosaurus from the snow, but we don't have the resistance to handle the temperature right now. Alright, Argy. Argentavis. There we go. We got it. Alright. Let's get to the Argy. Gonna be lots of terror birds here. They're gonna be really annoying. Alright, unselect. Then back to looking at everyone. There's a Dinosaur close by. Make sure we don't run into him. And then that 135 Raptor, we don't really care. He doesn't even have any boosted stats that we want. Oh, yo, 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 yo. That's an Arco. I've not fought one before. I don't want to fight one. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. My booty hole's flinching a little bit. Okay, hopefully we can get around it. So let's just get to our Argentavis. There's no way we'd be able to outrun it either. Oh, there it is. Ooh, there's multiple of them. That one's low. Let's kill it before it's too strong. Got him. What level is that bear? 50, don't care. Alright, what about the Rex? 25, low level, not really caring. Alright, that's one acro down. Acroadrenal gland. I have no idea what their glands are used for though, because it's not for any of the boss fights here. Gonna need to look that up. Alright, come through the top here. Remember, be on the lookout for Thylos. Alright, we made it. Oh, fell off. Whoops. Should be able to get around over here. I hear another acro. Come on, stupid compies. Okay, so get all the stuff for him. Alright, let's saddle you up. Alright, let's keep you on emergency standby. Alright, your weight's still good. Give me my arrows. And the rest of my immediate supplies. Alright, and then we just pull the rest of these. The redwoods are really pretty. I would like to build in it. And there we go. We got our first RG. Yeah. Okay, so let's make sure everything's selected. Is there any other high levels? 130 is kind of my minimum for a lot of the higher level stuff. And it looks like the rest of the Megalosauruses got eaten. Alright, then Beezle Buffo, I really want to max team it, so we need to start really getting kibble. So, this is a female RG? Female. Alright, let's see what other RGs there are. If I can at least get a male. Argentivus, Argentivus, Argentivus. Alright, and then none of them are high level. I just need a male. There's a male over here. That way we can just start mass producing. That's terrifying. I didn't realize the Parasaur sounded like that. That was unnerving. Okay, bear with me. Alright, then we gotta stay low just in case for Thylos. We don't want them knocking us out off our mount. Okay, let it fight off this saber-tooth real quick. What level is it? Oh! Anyways, I'm fighting off the saber-tooth. It's just a level 5. Oh, crap. Gotcha, bitch. Alright, and then that'll give us our males so we can actually really start producing eggs. What's every 3 is not that bad. Alright, anything else? And then we don't really need any more resources. I do want to see about getting an Ankylosaurus, though. I don't have any regular kibble yet, though. I'm waiting for jerky. Yeah, I want to go get kibble. Because otherwise it's going to take forever. Yeah, we'll just come back when I have kibble. Okay, hopefully this won't take that long. See what else is nearby. 30. Select everyone. 130 is typically my minimum. There is situational cases. Like, let's check 120. Maybe I'll bring it down to 120, but that's kind of pushing it. We would have to have a really high stat in one of the fields. Yeah, it's not really going to be that high. Maybe 120. I mean, that's really pushing it. Yes, there is some 120s that could have a really, really high stat. Ooh, that's an extremely, extremely, extremely good Parasaur. That's a really good Parasaur. 150, 33. I might go tame that. Alright, let's clear this out so I can see. We're gonna conceal this guy. He's not gonna take that long to tame. Alright. And this is just for concealment. Should not be aggroed on, but of course things happen. And then we still have simple kibble, so I can go get that max level Parasaurs. Don't necessarily need the Parasaur, but I like max level stuff. Alright, we'll come back for you. So where's that Parasaur? It's about 2,000 meters away, because that's a really good stats for a Parasaur. Alright, let's go check it out. And then now that we actually have an RG, we can actually really start exploring the island. You're going to use Argentavis the most on the island, unless maybe you get like really fast Tapejara. But Argentavis, it's endurant and it has a lot more weight. Alright, we need to fly low because there are Thylos in the trees. We gotta be careful. Alright, that's a Tapejara we just scared off. Alright, that's pretty low level Megatherium. I'm gonna need something a little stronger. Alright, I can hear more acros. Stamina's starting to get a little bit lower. And then that RG should be tamed when we get back, and we should be able to simply pick it up. I don't think anything's gonna see it. Oh, thank you. Get away from me. Saw the beehive. Alright, Swamp's a horrible place to land, but we have no choice. Need to get some stamina up. Alright, we're good. Alright, Swamp, we can get a little bit higher because we don't want a Capro launching out at us. And then you keep searching because every once in a while when you're closer to something you might pick up something different. Get him a Parasaur, stamina. Oh, there's a Microraptor right next to it. That's probably going to piss us off. Alright, almost there. Really low on stats. Want to buff the stamina up so we can go longer. Absolutely no need for this Parasaur, but it's max level and had good stats, and I am compelled to get it. Okay. What was that one. That one's 5, so completely opposite. And there's a Rex. How close is it? Okay, that should do it. Is he trying to hit me? Alright, where's the kibble? Did it drop the kibble? Where's the kibble? Where'd it go? Did it drop in a bag and I didn't pay attention? No! That was a decent amount of kibble. I mean, it was just simple kibble, but still. Okay, we have a 150 Parasaur. Let's go to Dododex. Parasaur. How much of a difference is it going to be? It's only going to be 1 level difference. If I had some crops, it would be different. Alright, so we can tame it normally, and it's going to be 1 level difference. It won't be maxed out, so that's disappointing, but who cares? That's on us. We should have paid attention to where the kibble was. Let's try one last time, just in case we're not paying attention. Simple kibble. It's not nearby. Alright, well, we messed that up. That's on us. That's going to take a couple minutes. There's a Rex nearby. I did hear that. Ooh, Carnotaurus. Allosaurus. Mammoth. We don't have the kibble for that yet. Allosauruses are really good. I would like to try them for boss fights. Just to try the pack meta with it. Let's increase this to 130. Oh, we got 145 Raptor. Anything good here? Let me compare the stats to what I have in my notes for the Raptors. Okay, 24 health. Let's see. We have 25 health. Alright, stamina, 21. We have 22. What about oxygen? 24. Food, 29. That food's technically higher. Weight, 22. I have 32. Damage, 26. I have 28. So that food's technically higher. It would just give like a couple more levels for our base level raptors. So why not? Let's wait for this one to tame and let's go get the other raptors, and then taming that one will just add a couple more levels to our raptors currently. That's why you track the base levels of what you're recruiting in regards to their stats. Sorry, and what you're taming. So Carno. I really like kind of microwaving all these stats. I have it in my... I should probably turn it into an Excel sheet. Do I have Excel on this computer? It's pinned you to the taskbar. I just don't think I have an account. Okay, let me just renew. Yeah, why not? Alright, we're set. Alright, so this is going to be for breeding. One of the few games I've actually opened a Microsoft Excel for. Alright, I'm afraid to be out of the screen though while I'm watching this baby. I can't believe I forgot the kibble. Well, it could be one level difference, but that's okay. That's not the end of the world. Ooh, I don't even think I put 5x though. Okay, I did. Mejo is just a little bit higher. Almost done with you. Yeah, that raptor has a little bit more food, so I'm gonna go check it out. Which the extra food doesn't matter, it's just starting with extra levels matters to me. Yeah, because food and oxygen just simply do not matter. Yeah, 223, so just one level short of max taming. That's okay. Let's go get this raptor. That will make up for it. Ooh, let's go ahead and grab this. Let's get a couple more points. Probably the only time we're going to run into it anyways. Okay. I'm assuming there's a whole pack of raptors. Never mind, it's gonna die, isn't it? Oh, no, wait. Is it gonna solo? Oh, is it gonna solo? What's that over there? Triceratops. Okay, let's touch base here. You go solo? No way. He gets it? Yeah, nice, bud. Now you're gonna get tamed by me. What? No. Come back. Alright, that should do it. That's an all blue Giganautoraptor though. Ooh, did I hit it as I was going down? Oh, crap. Yep, the rest of the pack was nearby. God, I love this game. Started with health. No, I don't want you coming back and accidentally hitting the tank. Come here. Come here. Yeah, I don't need you being a problem. Oh, is the monkey gonna come for me? Oh, he's not happy that he was kid. Yeah, probably should have sucked up his pride though. Okay, this is just gonna give us like a little extra food, but extra levels is extra levels. Alright, gonna get us that raptor. What are the stats over here? Ooh, weight 34. What's our weight currently? Highest weight 32. The highest weight we got was 32, so yeah, that's another one we want to go get. What's the highest oxygen stat we got with these raptors? 24, 25, 29, okay. Yeah, that's why you important you look at these base rates, because that 135, I need to go get that. Megalosaurus up there I do want to get. I see the mammoth really high level, but I kind of maybe want some kibble first. Then we want to go for that raptor, a little extra weight for our dinos. Yeah, and then once you really start to look at these stats, you start going on a taming frenzy. Really neat. It's starting to get hot a little bit. 100 some odd degrees, right? 131. Ooh, it's extreme heat. Luckily, we carry 2 waters for that very reason. Is metal down here? Didn't realize that. Alright, let's take that. We're going to breed that into the line. And let's go get the other raptor. Yes, and RG's got a lot more levels now. 2,000 is a good amount. Dump the rest of weight. Okay, we got another section here. Let's go ahead and discover... Where is... Okay, it's an urn. There we go. Alright, onto the raptor. We're gonna get some extra weight for our raptors. Alpha Raptor? Alpha Raptor, get up, get up, get up. Alright, so that's not terribly far, so we do got to watch out for that. Oh. What level are you? Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, Rex pack. Let's go ahead and land and get a look at our surroundings. What level is that Rex? 110. Okay. Is that an Alpha Raptor? That is an Alpha Raptor. Oh, looks like the other raptor is gonna get killed too, so... Jeez, there's a lot going on here. What is going on? Alright, let's just watch. Alright, stay away from the Alpha. I could take him with the Carno. That's a decent amount of weight. Yeah, that's a really good raptor for my breeding. But the Alpha there is going to be a pain in the ass. I don't want to hit that 135. Then the alpha's in the way. I need them separated. I think that Rex got distracted away over here. I need a way for these guys to be split off. That's a huge raptor pack. Okay, the alpha's over this way. Okay, they're gonna chase that. Yeah, and I just need to get you away from the area. I could beat that Alpha Raptor though. Alright, how much stuff we have? Okay, start taking these guys out. At least get the low level ones out of the way. I got him down. Alright, that Spino might be a problem. Raptor gonna get overwhelmed. I think it might. I want the Raptors to win. Alright, it's just this raptor now. He's really low in health though. That should do it. That'll do it. Alright, hopefully that Spino doesn't become a problem. Just drop off the meat. Let's get out of here. Oh, it's really low in health. Let's just take care of it so that it doesn't become a problem. Well, the Dimorphodons are going to aggro on me, aren't they? Alright, did we get the Spinal Sail from it? We did. We're going to use that for the boss fight. It's to be eligible to enter. There we go. Let's get this tamed, and then we can tame max level. Sorry, we'll get some higher weight on our raptors. Alright, anything else interesting nearby? We do need to get Megalosaurus. Oh, we don't have the kibble anymore, though. Oh, let's take a look. That's on us. Megalosaurus. Yeah, that's gonna take a lot longer. Yeah, we can simply go grab the kibble and come back by the time it would take to tame it. Yeah, let's go get that organized. Plus, we still gotta grab the RG on the way back, right? Alright, so it sounds like that Rex won over there. Megalosaurus. What's this raptor got? 33 damage. Do we have anything higher than 33 damage? Look, we don't have anything higher than 33 damage. Boom, there's another raptor we want to go get right over here. Max our damage. What about this raptor? Alright, almost done. Alright, that's the male. What about this raptor? Let's unselect everything except raptors then. $30 oxygen. Got it. Nice. We're gonna have some insane dinos. Alright, let's go grab that Argentavis real quick, and then we're gonna go after the rest of these raptors. What's this guy got? Remember, go a little bit lower, because you have Thylos that will jump up. Okay, off Carno right here. Stay away from that. Just want to grab the Argentavis, and then head back to those other raptors. We got a lot of Arcos. I need to get this grid sheet ready because I want to like max out these raptors as much as possible. And luckily we don't need to use simple kibble on these guys because raw prime meat is more than enough. Right, for raptors, it doesn't really change the levels. If we're like 1 or 2 levels off, it's not the end of the world. Nope, it's still the same for max level raptors. Oh, hold on. There's another note. Get those sweet levels in. So we can carry mass amounts of weight. Alright, Archie, we are back. Let's go and pick you up. Alright, that's some more raw prime meat we can use. Alright, let's take a look here. I think that 33 damage is definitely one I was wanting to go for. Alright, so let's head that direction, and then we'll stop by somewhere real quick so I can make some food, and also so I can accurately look at what we have so far for these raptors. But we're going to have to mainly fight through the redwoods. I don't want to be on auto and then end up... Maybe if I go high enough, it shouldn't be an issue. If I'm high enough, I should be fine. And set on autopilot. Just head over to the raptor. Alright, on the side here, I'm going to be looking at the different tames I was able to get for these raptors. Okay, so raptors. Alright, what do we got? So we have 4 main ones. health, stamina, food, oxygen, weight, and melee. Level. So the 150 that tamed to 224. Actually, it doesn't really matter what the end one is because I'm not really going to be looking at that again. So this one was insert after female 150. Okay, 224, just so I can identify which one it is. It caps out at 224. And we're getting close to the raptor. So 39 health, 19 stamina, 19 food, 25 oxygen, 29 weight, 18 melee. And then we're going to be making multiple cards. What's my stamina? Okay, really good. Now there's most likely going to be a whole raptor pack, so let's go ahead and touch down. Get our stamina up. I have the same whole raptor pack. Alright, that's one down. Yeah, that 33 damage is what I'm really going for here. Because we're able to get the weight and food from the other ones. And so it looks like it's all alone. What was it? I'm trying to move. Buddha, it is not the time. I love you. I love you. I love you. And not the time. I love you too. Why do you want cuddles right now, buddy? He's like, I know you're trying to tame something, Papa, but can I get cuddles? Alright, let me just put it in the bin. Okay, okay, buddy. Can you do that for me? There we go. Alright, and then let's get up high. Good boy, good boy. He just wants attention. His human's gone, so he's like, spirit human, give me attention. I love you too, buddy. I love you too. I love you. I am trying to see though, okay? Can I see? Please? Am I allowed to see? I'm on screen. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, so 4 of them. Three, 4, 5, 6. I think I changed 7. Okay, and then there was a 145 that went to 217. It had 25 health, 22 stamina, 27 food, 24 oxygen, 25 weight, 21 melee. I actually like that. Last time I got into like really into Excel sheets like this was like with World of Warcraft. That was my thing back in the day. Okay, so that's for that one. And then this was a 145 to 217 as well. Alright, 19, 24, 29, food. No, oxygen's 29. No, oxygen was 29, food's 25. Weight was 19, damage was 28. Okay, and this was a 150 to 224. And this guy had 24, 25. Food was 25, oxygen 21. Weight 32, damage 22. Alright, then we got a couple more incoming. We have 3 more. Alright, it's about to be tamed, so let's go ahead and grab it. That way we can read off the rest of these stats we're getting. Alright, save the meat. Alright, we got plenty of stamina, so we can chill up here for a little bit. What's the stats on this guy? I think the oxygen's gonna win on that, on him. But let's take a look at the rest of the stats of the guys we got. I gotta implement them. So I have a 188. What were you before? I think you were 135. So 135 turned 188. Oh, the 217 was a male. Let's correct that. Female, male, female, and I think that one was another female. 135 to 188. Okay. 31, 31. 31, 31. Oxygen 29. Then food's 36. Okay, so I got the food and oxygen mixed up. I'll fix that later. 30 weight, 30 damage. 30 weight. Oh, but this is after taming. Damn, I didn't read them beforehand. Alright, what's my oxygen? 29, 29, 29. Okay, I'm gonna look at all of them later. I'm getting frustrated. Because I wasn't keeping track of them properly beforehand. But I don't think I have a high oxygen one. So getting that 150 with the high oxygen. I know oxygen doesn't matter, but it's several more levels. And we'll get better at tracking everything next time. 32 health. I think I had a 39 health. I had a 39 health. That was way better. Alright, try to help the raptor so I can tame it. I think the raptor's fine, so let's hop off. It should only take 2 shots. Alright, and then I'll get way better at organizing this Excel. I think we're going to have like a pre-tame, then after-tame. Pre-tame. Post-tame. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to have all of it, but that's okay. Because I think this is the best I'm going to get the Raptors anyways. Let's just look at the rest of the Raptors. I'll kind of know now if there's any other better stats I can find. And I think it's as good as I'm going to get, unless there's just some really huge abnormalities. Because I think I got some high stamina ones, don't I? 25, stamina 19, stamina 31. Yeah, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. Hey, it took several raptors, and we're still gonna have to breed all these. There's no high-level baryonyxes around. Oh yeah, please don't piss me off. I just need to get this guy go. So we still have like 4 raptors we gotta breed with the other one. Just to get all the stats together. And this one had the weight. Yeah, he had the weight. Okay, so I'll do a pre and after, and then oxygen and food is mixed up. So oxygen goes first, then food. Oh, so I'm not going to be able to remember those stats, so I'll have to fix them in the future. Okay, so for raptors at least, that's done. Now at least I can memorize the baryonyx ones. Baryonyx. Pre-tame. Post-tame. Health. Stamina. Oxygen. Food. Weight. Melee. Level. Alright, let's get this raptor. Alright, let's go. Let's head back to base. Where's base? Where's base? Oh, we don't have it marked. I know if I head towards the hunter, I'm fine. But yeah, really good stuff. We got a lot more raptors. We're going to start breeding like crazy. Getting some super raptors. Okay, so baryonyx. Gender. $140 to 208. Alright, health. 38 to 50. Okay, yeah, that's way better. Stamina 22 to 34. Then oxygen. 0 to 0 because they don't need oxygen. 23 to 39. Weight 28, 44, 28 to 40 on damage after taming. Okay, and then we have another one. And then that was the mail. Didn't I get 3? Yeah, I did get 3. And then another female afterwards. And then here's a 145. If you're tuning in, I'm like looking at Excel sheet on the left, really trying to track all of this breeding and tames. So 30 to 43. Stamina, 29 to 38. Oxygen, 0 to 0, of course. Food, 31 to 49. Alright, we made it back to base. Alright, we've made it back. Okay, definitely need to get in front of this and unload everything. Alright, the perishables we can just take directly off. The rest we need to unload quickly. Let's get to cooking. Alright, we got some jerky going? Yeah, so we are going to be able to actually get some decent kibble. Okay, so these are base level ones I will need. Hey, can y'all like chill on the whole baryonyx thing for a minute? Alright, Parasaur. And that's a base level 1. Base level. I want him out because I'm going to start picking up eggs for superior kibble. I think superior it gets. Alright, search of egg. That way we don't actually drop other stuff. Alright, 256, pretty standard. And then the mail. Let me grab you out. And then this is where it's going to get a little complicated. So the 256, I need to stay out. And I need to name what exactly I was going for here. So I think this was definitely the weight one. It's definitely the weight. What were you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the food. And then one was... Dang, I really should have kept track of this. Oh, was one extra damage? I don't know, because this was the 40 damage. That also had really good weight. So no, this was the damage. That was the damage, yeah, 40 damage. Okay, definitely the damage. Were you the food? What were you? So the damage also covers the weight one. 29 oxygen, 29 oxygen. You were oxygen. That, yeah, you were oxygen. So you gave the extra oxygen. You gave the extra damage and weight. I think you gave the food. No, because you got food even higher too. Because you're high levels. So, like, yes, technically you had more foods, but it came out differently. 31 stamina. So I think you aren't going to be breeding. But y'all are. Yeah, this is complicated. So let them breed real quick. I need to fish. Oh, hey, Zom. Hey, sorry, I was looking at a different stream. I still hear your channel. Hope channel will hot. Yeah, thanks, man. How you been doing, Zom? Sorry, I'm just now looking at my chat. I was so busy, like, going knee deep in this Excel sheet. I'm trying to track all the stats of the dinos. What you been up to, dude? Alright, so weight, 26 to 43. 26 to 43. I should have tracked this better. But I think I'm done with the raptors. So I don't think I need to track it. I know how to track it now from here on out. So that's the male. And then we got another female. And then female. Oh, well, crap. This way. And the third one was a 145 to 215. And then this third baryonyx was 23 to 33. Stamina was 28 to 42. Oxygen 0 to 0. Food was 26 to 43. Weight 29 to 43. 38 to 53. Okay, I think I got it now. I think I'm really getting it. And then we'll have a space to really show that it's two different ones. Close that out. Get my apologies. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, I just left a chat because I wasn't sure if I was able to actually get you. Yeah, let those just breed, who cares? Alright, the damage and oxygen. Who are you? I think you were stamina. You were stamina. Stamina. We'll just put stamens. So extra stamina, extra damage, extra oxygen, and then your damage and weight. Damage and weight. And then he'll breed with all of them, and then they'll have children, and then their children come together, and so we can get super dinos. Right, 202 and 248. Who's 202 and 248? Alright, so that's Stams. Six, 256. Are you the 253 one? Where's stamina's all 40? So I don't think stamps mattered. I think we already had the stamina from someone else and I just didn't track it. It seems to be. Is that the case? Seems to be the case. So Stams, you can go. Stams, and then this was a bred dino. Alright, let's get the rest of the stuff off of us. So we got some weight. Ooh, and that kibble should be done. Plenty of kibble. And long grass, savaroot, and jerky. So we should have some jerky going. We got to put out the fire to move anything over. And then we just need savaroot. And long grass. There we go. Now we can actually start using regular kibble. Getting some better resource dinos. I'm gonna let that cook for a second. I'm gonna grab something to snack on real quick. Alright, I'm back. Alright, what's taking so long on these other two? Oh, they're too far away, aren't they? They gotta be like right on these each other's asses. Stop, and then they should breed. Okay, yep. They gotta be like right on their ass. That's fair. I think next time, I'm going to actually get rooms to track all the breeding process. Hello? Hey, sorry I took so long. Apparently one of the cats was left in the other room. He just locked in. He was like, help! Help! Help, father! Okay, so the rest of those are breeding with damage and weight. Okay, do those... Which ones just came out? $253, $253, 40, 38, 47, 38, 47, 38. Okay, so we are... Get your ass, get your ass, get your ass. Alright, so it's going to have higher oxygen, so we want to mix those together. It's going to get a little complicated with the breeding. 44, 37. 44, 37. 47 oxygen, 38 food. That one is 39 food. So this oxygen mixed with that food, 48, 37. And then that one has 50 weight and 40 damage. Okay, so looking at these, what do I want to breed together? 4738. Mix it with that one. Three. Mix it with that one to get the weight difference. Actually, the weight you can get with that one. Plus the melee. So we just need to mix it with the female. That baby raptor. Okay, what's your stats? The 248 one. Okay, no, his stats is lower, so gotta mix him with the other one. Those two can now go. Oh, don't have any ammo. Okay, and then those were part of the base level dinos. Hopefully we keep track of that. That's one of the bred ones. Man, it gets complicated. Okay, so 4738. So 47 is what we want. This guy has the oxygen. This guy has the stamina. This one has the weight and damage. So that's the weight and damage. That's the oxygen. I think the staminas are already good to go on the breeds, right? 37, 37, 40, 40. Kind of already getting the stamina. Okay, and then they're going to be fully matured soon. If I keep being patient and keep pushing through, we're going to have some really good dinos. Alright, let's get all these vegetables out. Alright, here we go. Alright, now let's see what dinos are available at high level. Okay, do you want to go for the Beezle Buffalo? That's the main one I'm going for. The Sarco, it's alright, but the Beezle Buffalo is more of what we're going to be needing. Good weight and damage and health. Really good stats overall. Let's make sure we have a messages. Alright, anything else we gotta cook for simple? I think just the Megalosauruses, which we have that. We'll discover more as we get closer. Definitely want that Beezle Buffalo. Let's take some of that concealment we were already making. Get the 24. Alright, we got concealment at least. Anything else we need? Let's take a look on the raptors before we head out. See where their imprint's at. These are almost fully matured. Alright, so we should be able to tame and come back, and then we'll organize the nest we've made. Because I did not properly organize it at all. Alright, so let's go get the Beezle Buffalo. Yeah, let's hope it stays alive as a decently statted one. We got kibble. It takes regular kibble, so we should be good to go. Beezle Buffalo. Let's go to Dododex, pull it up. Beezle Buffalo. It's only going to take 2 regular kibble. Even then, raw prime meat would team at max level, but that's okay. We're gonna use kibble just in case. Alright, it's a male. Looks like we got a female over there. Have some interesting breeding. Just would need to get a water pen going. Alright, it is nighttime, so it is going to be a little dangerous, a little shaky. Get the Ceratosaurus, the ammunition, the torch. The rest of the stuff we could drop, don't really care. Okay, a little more defensible. The Titanoboa is coming for us. How much health does it have? It has a decent amount. Sarco's being annoying. I hate being in here at night. Wow, completely missed. Please don't move. I said don't move! Crap, crap, crap. Oh, this is dangerous. Alright, we got one of those big fuckers nearby. Alright, that's only gonna take 2. And should be done in like 2 minutes? 2 minutes? 2 minutes, so we don't need to go anywhere. Oh, hold on, let me get his stats down real quick. Take a picture. 'Cause I'm not gonna remember. Alright, let's get that down. Beelzebufo. Alright, let's go over the stats. Starting at 145, and then this is a male. We have 35 health, 19 stamina. 19 stamina, 0 oxygen, really good, 30, and then 30, and then 30. So really good across the board. Hopefully nothing hits it. And then we have a female not too far away at the other swamp. And then these guys are really good at getting cementing paste, really good for the swamp cave. So if we got some high level ones, we can really get a water pin going, get some really good tames going. I don't think the river's gonna be deep enough. Wait, what got hit? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Now, come on, you just need to bite once. Bite once. Okay, let's see here. Ignoring those stats. Ooh, really good health over here. Okay. Got you. I think there's one right here. But this one could still be there. It's probably not dead. Because there was really good stats on it. 217. This ends in 217. Yeah, ginger stays the same. What about the rest of the stats? 49, 34. 49. 34. Oxygen 0. 45 food, 45 weight. 45, 45, and then melee. 43. Okay, got that down. We're not gonna be rushing these breeds anymore. I'm gonna make sure I get it perfect. Make sure we got the arrows we need. So there's one right there, but I'm gonna go see if that high level one was over there in that other section. Because I thought it had the opposite of the higher stats I need. So unselect all, go back to Beazle. There we go. Alright, so I think it just has a limit on what I can see. Oh, 30. Ooh. That's got a little bit more weight and damage. Same here. One more health. Ooh, that has a lot more damage. A lot more weight. So yeah, I think I need to tame all of these to mix them all together. I definitely need to expand my base so I can really start capitalizing on getting these. And then what? He just had 31 weight, 31 damage. I got 36 damage, so I just need these three to kind of get what I need. And that one has 36 health. Okay. So let me tame you real quick, because you're near the redwoods, probably a lot dangerous. Yeah, we're going to do a lot better in the breeding of the bees and bufos. I really did not pay attention for the raptors, but now I know. Let's go get this bad boy. Oh, please don't. Oh, shit, shit. I got this. Alright, I got you. No, not simple, regular kibble. It's gonna be two of them. Then make sure we don't accidentally leave it this time. Okay, let's look at the stats here. Take a picture. To make sure I'll input it. Alright, RG, you can land right there. Should be good. Then that one's just not needed because these two have the other stats I need. That one has the really high damage. That one has the really high weight. And this one has the really high health. The three main things I'll need. Alright, just gotta patiently wait. Keep the Carno out just in case anything tries to jump us. And keep our head on a swivel. Got it. Alright, let's move on. On to the next one. And then we got plenty of balls left. Again, I don't think we're going to get anything greater for these Bufos. Do need to be a little bit higher, because I forgot there are rhinos on this map. And engaging in one, we will probably die. I really like this map. Hey, baby. Hello. You want to come cuddle? I'm thinking maybe I should add the camera and be a little bit more personable, y'all. I do have the green screen I want to try out. Alright, which one's more important, just in case the other one falls? That one has weight. That damage is more important. Alright, we are starting to get cold. Alright, let's hurry up and get down here. Alright, hop on, and then we just throw everything in there. Alright, where's my arrows? What was that? Oh, do you get leeched? Oh, jeez. Oh, he had a snail, that's why. Okay, crap, alright. Crap, alright, we gotta chase it down, Alright, that gets rid of all of them. Alright, we gotta chase you down. I shouldn't need another arrow, right? Okay, last one. Alright, simple. No, it's not simple, it's regular. You just need two. And then let's stay away so something doesn't accidentally hit it. Alright, now we're just on standby. That one also has high food too, so that's even greater levels. I did give it food, right? Okay, yeah, I did. I was like, I knew I wasn't tripping. Alright, that sounds like leeches. Oh no, that's probably another toad. Jeez. That was a huge thump. Okay, yeah, that's just another toad. At 400 meters, we don't even need to get the RG out. We can just run over there. Alright, patiently waiting. Alright, we're starting the rest of the other kibbles. Alright, almost done. There you are. Alright, then the last one, and that should be the only Beelzebufo we'll ever need to tame. Probably gonna aggro a couple things. Oh, too much! So much crap! Alright, that was a little scary. Alright, we gotta kill this bad boy. He's gonna get in the way. Gotcha. Yeah, this one's gonna be a problem too. Oh, too much, too much. Back up, back up. Oh, dang, those are really easy kiting. Alright, is that all of them? Okay, research. He probably moved on. Who's that? Pelagornis? Okay. Alright, nailed it. Oh, trying to knock me out. Alright, regular kibble. Just need 2. Oh, did I take a picture of the other one? I don't think I did I? I had to go back and look at my feed. 1, 2. Yeah, the third one I did not take a picture of. Alright, hold on. We just tamed it. Let me go back. So that's that one. Okay, I just had the map open right here. That's where I tamed that one, and then I looked over. God, I am messing up. We gotta be perfect with this. Open up the map. Right, come on, really take a look. Oh, you had it for a split second. Alright, it's like a blink. I'm looking at like the past footage to see if I can get his stats real quick before I tamed him. I got this one. It was just the third one. I did not save it. There it is. Got it. Take a picture. Yeah, this is how serious it'd be when trying to tame. This is how into it we get. Okay, we've got that one up. Alright, I can't see. Alright, move everything over so it's all saved. So we have all the toads we need now. Let's head back to base. Alright, that was a really successful mission. Really proud of how that went. Alright, then our stamina should be enough. Oh, we had 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what was the second one? As we're flying to base, I'm going to be looking at these stats and see what we really got here. Okay, I think that was a female. Yes, that was a female. $140. 36 health. 23 stamina. 0 oxygen. 26 food. Weight 31. Damage 23. The aftermath of it, we'll look in a second. Because we weren't paying attention. So that was number 3. Number 3 was 135, and that is a female. Health 27, 22, 0, 18, 31, 36. And then the last one, female, 140. And then we're at 27. No. Z, 27. 20. Keep doing it again and again. 0 food is 31. 38 weight. 23. Do we have enough stamina to go over there? It's gonna be close. Let's head over to that hill over there. It's just a level 5 quest, so I don't really care. Yeah, are all these females except for the one male? Okay. $209, $209, and $202. $209, $209, and $202. Take a second to rest. $209, $209, $202. So that was $209, $209, $202. Are you healed up? It's a nice little resource mound. It's just in a very odd location. Alright, and then our Beezle Buffos are saved. Oh, we just didn't look at the after stats. Let's take a look real quick. 202 one's gonna be easier to see. 38, 38. 38. 38. It's weird how some of these come out when you're taming them. It's not always perfect. Zero 28 43. 0 28 43. Melee 54. Jeez, 54 melee. That's insane. Okay, so that's the bottom one, that's the top one. Alright, babies, we're home. We got some toads to join us. Alright, base level dinos are going in there. Alright, remember we got park right in front of it. Alright, quick unload. And let's keep cooking that meat. Alright. Where's our raptors? Where'd they go? Oh, we're waiting for these ones to be raised, right? Okay, let's take a look at the raptors. 48, 48. One had oxygen. That was at like 47. That's this one. That's oxygen. Their stamina wasn't really high. This one had the high melee in weight. This one had the slightly higher wood. Sorry, food. That's it. And then that one had the weight in melee. So oxygen. Or were you oxygen? Yeah, you had the 47. You had the 43. Oxygen. And then what were you? And you were the slightly better food. And then the other one was the melee and damage. So these two are going to have a baby together. Hopefully it's a female. We'll keep doing it until it's a female. And then we'll mix the male, this male, with whatever female pops out. And then we should have a higher base level. Sounds good to me. Okay, then let's finish these out. Alright, 5235 to 35 0 42 46 33 42 46 33 41 35 41 35 0. What's your food? 37 57 38 37 57 38. There, we got the one Ceratosaurus, kind of just holding on to it. Carno's our little go-to. Alright, take these eggs. I think we're just waiting for more jerky. Oh, did I tell them to have babies yet? I did not, did I? Waiting on something that's not coming. Alright, gonna wait for that to go in. Alright, so let's see what else is available for us. That was a lot. That was overwhelming for a second. That Thylio looks really good, but we're just not up to that. What are you doing, babe? You being a good boy? You not pissing anywhere? I hope you're being a good boy. Okay, y'all been fed? I don't think y'all been fed. Okay, let's let them breed. I gotta feed the cats. They're staring at me. Alright, I've returned. Alright, see the rest of the stuff we're doing. Alright, so they've already breeded. What did we get? Oh, we got a male, but 262 to start off with, that's good. Okay. We need this male to breed. What was this female for? 37, 47, 39, 39, 48, 37, 48, 37. So this is the same as this one, but this has the extra oxygen. Okay, so that just has the extra oxygen. Where are we missing? Are they still waiting to mate? It doesn't really say. It's not really showing. I'm assuming there's a wait timer right now, but it's not really showing. But geez, like, we're really getting this guy up. 262 already. There was one melee mutation. I really wish I would have tracked the actual mutations, but that's fine. That's totally fine. This one's gonna wait a little bit longer. That's a shame it was a male. I wish it really wish it was a female. Because it has all the stats. We're gonna mix it with the one female. So take him out. 253. 257. Get rid of you. And then you need to be mixed. Let's try and mix you together. That's right, we're still waiting on her. So we can drop this one female. Just to carry her. Oh no, they're already breeding. Okay. Not needed then. So I'm just waiting on this one to max out, and I'm hoping they drop a female. Jeez, this whole lineage crap is really exhausting to track. Alright, what can I do while I'm waiting? Could get some more resources. Could always use some more wood. Well, I haven't even been paying attention to the milestones. Harvest 250 raw meat. Alright, that's really easy. Let's go with ambushing strike. I really want to get to leader of the pack. That's extremely good. We get plenty of wood. We have already hit a couple more. Let's head back. We're pretty full. Alright, and then they should have bred by now. Hopefully we get a female, so we can match the one male with the female, and then we're going to have some insane base levels. Alright, we have them right in front. Quickly unload. And then I guess it just kind of ignores seeds then. Alright, did y'all breed? Y'all did? Good. How's the 262 male? Only 30%. So I'm really hoping we get a female out of these two, because what? Let me see here. Because you were the high damaging, high weight one. And then you had the extra oxygen. So I need you to mix with what comes out here. Okay, it's a female. That's perfect timing. So then these two need to breed together. 48, 37, 50, 40. And that has the extra oxygen. And then we're going to breed those together. Alright, next time when we're playing, we will definitely micro a lot better. The breeding. Didn't really get into it until recently. But now I know. Gonna make some insane raptors. That's crazy. I really like that. So it's not even about the levels, it's about what's in those levels. Because if we just look at raptors, yeah, I'm not gonna get anything higher. Yeah, it would need to be anything that would catch my eyes would have to be in the 30s. And see, that one's in the 30s, but health I already have. So even if we dropped it down to 120. I don't think they're going to have anything in the 30s, so I think it's as good as it's going to get. Could have microed it a lot better, but that's okay. So now let's look at Rex's. $145 Rex. Stats alright. Could be better. Yeah. Now that I really know how to breed, like, that's all I want to do. But I am going to be getting off for the night. I have a couple things I have to do. I just wanted to do a light stream, but I think we're still going to be doing more video focus. Let me see who's on. Is Rise Clock on? Let's see. Let's go to customization. Yeah, because videos are more of my thing. Live streaming, not as much. Alright, who can I redirect to? Code Carnage is playing Crimson Desert. Why not? He's readable. Alright guys, so I think I'm going to be getting off for the night. We got a bunch of really good stuff. I really appreciate y'all being on. And have a good